Kaley Cuoco, the charismatic star recognized worldwide for her role as Penny on The Big Bang Theory and her subsequent projects, has opened up about an unconventional yet highly effective aspect of her relationship with fiancé Tom Pelphrey. In a candid podcast appearance, Cuoco detailed how the couple manages their vastly different sleep schedules by having Pelphrey sleep in the guest room rather than sharing the master bedroom. This arrangement, born out of practical necessity, has become what she describes as one of the best decisions they've ever made for their happiness and harmony. The root of the setup lies in their opposing circadian rhythms. Cuoco identifies as an early bird. She tends to retire early in the evening and rise with the sun, energized for the day ahead. Pelphrey, by contrast, thrives as a night owl. He often stays up late writing, reading, or simply enjoying quiet time to himself, and on non-working days he wakes up much later. These differences created friction when they initially tried sharing a bed, especially compounded by other household factors. The couple shares their home with their young daughter, Matilda, as well as dogs, all of whom contribute to nighttime disruptions. Pelphrey found it increasingly difficult to get restful sleep amid the movements, sounds, and early wake-ups that came with co-sleeping. After struggling for a while, he reached a breaking point and proposed the change. Cuoco recalled him saying he simply couldn't continue that way, and she responded with understanding rather than resistance. From that moment he began sleeping in the guest room, and the shift proved transformative. What makes this story particularly relatable is how the couple arrived at the decision through open communication and professional support. They regularly attend couples therapy, which they both value highly as a tool for maintaining a healthy relationship. During one session, Pelphrey raised the sleeping issue. Cuoco admitted her initial reaction was tinged with concern about appearances. What would people think if they learned the engaged couple didn't share a bed? She worried it might be perceived as a sign of trouble or distance in their romance. Pelphrey countered thoughtfully. He pointed out that they rarely saw each other at night anyway due to their schedules. There was no overlapping sexy time, no cuddling in the evenings, and essentially no shared nighttime hours. He questioned why she cared so much about the optics when the reality was that the current setup wasn't working for either of them. This prompted Cuoco to reflect deeply, and she realized she truly didn't care about external judgments. They agreed to try the separate sleeping arrangement, and it quickly proved to be a game-changer. Cuoco emphasized that this doesn't mean Pelphrey has moved out of their shared life. It's strictly about sleep. They still connect intimately during waking hours, spend quality time together, and prioritize their partnership. The separation at night has actually improved their overall dynamic. Both report feeling more rested, less irritable, and genuinely happier. Mornings and evenings now flow more smoothly without the strain of mismatched energy levels or disrupted rest. This revelation resonates with many couples who face similar challenges. Sleep incompatibility is a common but often undiscussed issue in relationships, especially when partners have demanding careers or different biological clocks. Cuoco's willingness to share it publicly normalizes the idea that unconventional solutions can strengthen bonds rather than weaken them. It highlights the importance of prioritizing well-being over societal expectations of how couples should behave. In the context of their broader life, this arrangement fits into a pattern of practicality and mutual respect. Cuoco and Pelphrey have built a family together, welcoming their daughter and navigating the joys and stresses of parenthood. Their careers, hers in comedy and drama, his in intense dramatic roles, require flexibility and understanding. By addressing even small daily frictions head-on, they model a mature, adaptive approach to partnership. Cuoco's podcast discussion was lighthearted yet insightful, showcasing her trademark humor while delivering a serious message about communication. She described the change as making them so much happier, underscoring that true compatibility sometimes means customizing routines to fit individual needs. For fans who admire her authenticity, this story reinforces why she remains relatable. She doesn't shy away from real-life imperfections, choosing honesty over polished perfection. Ultimately, the separate sleeping setup isn't a sign of disconnection but of deep care for each other's health and happiness. In a world that often romanticizes constant togetherness, Cuoco and Pelphrey demonstrate that space, literal space, can foster greater closeness. Their story serves as a reminder that successful relationships thrive on compromise, therapy when needed, and the courage to defy norms when those norms don't serve the couple's best interests.